All right, welcome back, guys. Nick and I are here. We're gonna do some more painting, and then we're gonna go from there, essentially, and basically just chit chat. A few of our live streams in the past actually did quite well because people like to kind of paint along with us. So we'll be here for the next hour or so at least, painting along my Kill Team army, so I can finally do a match with Nick eventually.
Yeah, I actually not too long ago I finished up my little mini kill team. I just finished them up so that way they're done.
Is this tape or is this?
That's green paint.
Oh.
I went with green for the base just because I wanted to.
I thought you had Gorilla Tape on it.
No. No, it's the purple complements the green, or the green complements the purple, so it helps it pop a little bit and makes it it looks a little bit better. So that's why I kind of went with that. But now that I have those done, we can focus directly on yours, so that way we can get to that.
I'm cheating. I'm getting my husband to help me paint my army.
Yeah. So which ones do you want me to work on?
You're going to paint these girls because they're a pain in the ass. They look like they'd be an absolute shit show to paint.
All right.
I don't know how to do the rest of this, like the armor and stuff like that.
So
I'm going to open this up, I think. That's why the codex is out.
Yeah, you can open that up to take a look at how you want to paint them. I think with the Repentia, I'm going to just repaint black and use some gray to kind of do some highlights and stuff around it.
Yeah.
And I'll find some stuff to do red.
Let's actually take a look at the codex here. Hold on. I'm just going to come off screen for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
It's going to give me a little bit of an idea. Oh, for those of you who haven't checked it out, I finally got my Christmas boxes. I bought the Knights box and the Sisters of Battle box. We have a video of it, and I'm pretty excited to paint the Knights. Not excited to paint the Sisters. All right, let's see.
All right, I need black, and I need that gray.
Oh, they're all black, primarily.
Yeah. So.
And like you can paint their back pockets. They're painting them like. Oh, it'd be nice to paint them red. The black little whatever they're carrying on their backs.
That's power pack because what they have is power armor, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure that out. Let's see.
What?
You don't need to hum.
I want to hum.
There's music behind this. Although I don't hear any of it.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's diegetic.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't hear the music you're listening to. So all I hear is a weirdo humming.
I don't have the music on for myself either because... No, because I pause it because otherwise I keep hearing myself delayed 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make music in my headphones from OBS, but OBS plays it for you guys, so... Instead, we have a dead silence while you guys get some nice, calming music. I hope it's calming. Just kind of made a group of it.
Let's see. They don't have much for showing me how to paint the exact... Oh, here we go. Okay. So if I have these guys, the Retributor Squad. It's the Retributor Squad I'm painting. Is that right?
Sisters.
Oh. Okay.
You'll either find ways to paint them on the minions, the troop section, which is nearer to the front.
Dominion, Saffron, Sisters, Repentia, Crusaders, Archiflagans.
Where's mine?
Ooh, we have an episode coming up about Archiflagans, right? We're recording that today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're giving you a little bit of a tidbit. I'm not going to release any more, but it's definitely going to be on that. Nick is actually surprising me with the episode, so I'm not too sure what it's going to be about. Oh, these are cool.
I'm going to enjoy this one. Because I just get to... I have plans. I have plans.
I'm having a really hard time figuring out, like, how to paint these babies. Because...
The babies or the sisters?
No, I meant sisters. Preacher, Celestian Squad. Like, where's the regular Battle Sister Squad? Here we go. Yeah, they're all black primarily, eh?
Yep.
Sweet. So then if I start painting... I need to rehash my black anyway. Just because... Cool. All right.
Yeah, just because the red kind of spilled
Ooh, Robert Lowe's on. All right. What's he saying? Have you started building the sisters or knights boxes yet? I couldn't wait with my box. Only 5 paragon suits left to do. Holy crap! I've magnetized the test model so far. 2 melee and 2 gun options. Is that the knights, Nick? Or is that the sisters box?
Paragon suits. The
the girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we haven't started it yet because what our priority is to try to get these guys done because a lot of our subscribers have asked us to play games, and I think that's what a lot of people want to see. So we're gonna try to do these guys first, and then after that, I think we'll probably mosey on through. We do have a special guest coming on, so we're gonna save the Knights box for when they show up.
Yeah.
But we'll power through the big box then to kind of get my 2,000 point army, and then hopefully in the new year we could do some games with that.
Some big games.
Yeah, some larger games. It's gonna be a bit of a mission though to figure out how to film those, just because we're on my this here is my desk that's now been fashioned into a YouTube studio. I have 2 desks in my office, but this is one of them, and it's what 2 by 5 maybe feet, right?
2 by 6.
Yeah, 2 by 6.
So it's not enough for an actual game, unfortunately.
I still can't believe you did that. That's impressive. How many hours did you stick in to build that, Robert? I'm gonna put this here just so I have that as okay. I'm gonna get. Oh, you have black already? Perfect. Sweet. I think I'm gonna use this guy then. I'm just thinking, should I use a smaller one or this? Because I'm gonna touch up now everything that was hit with
black.
No, I need smaller.
Yeah, use the character.
This is the character.
Oh, the character should be all right then.
I'm looking for smaller.
That one splits a little bit.
It does.
Citadel one is not the greatest, unfortunately.
Oh, here we go. I have this one's the insane detail. Okay, maybe I don't need that. Oh man. Seriously, stop humming.
I'm gonna stop humming. All right.
It's killing my vibe here. I don't know. I feel like if I have, I'm gonna have to start detailing this a little bit more, eh? All right, fine, whatever. Let's do this. Hey, can I flip this so that it's just easier access for both of us?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm cleaning everything up now from the red cloaks.
Yep.
Because the rest of my model is pretty much gonna be black.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of what I'm doing with this one too.
Yeah, I'm keeping these girls easy to build right now. I know they could, I know they have much better options in terms of color combinations, but my patience doesn't allow me to do that.
And these Repentia have little crosses that are pierced through their skin.
I mean, I'm glad. I like how the skin came out though.
Yeah, the skin came out.
A little off white, They seem like they're, from.
But yeah, look at that little piece right there. That's something that's piercing through her skin. Wait,
turn it around again. Ew. Reminds me of the those individuals who get piercings and all over the place.
No, it's the ones that hook themselves and hang.
Yeah, let's not talk about
from the hooks.
Nope, not talking about that. We're keeping this PG-13.
Yeah.
YouTube will get mad if we start talking about this stuff. Sorry? I don't know, man. I don't want to piss off
the algorithm.
Piss off the algorithm right now. We're putting out some shorts for fun here and there, but what we were realizing was, and then we looked this up too, and apparently this is a problem for a lot of channels. The shorts were blowing up, and our shorts were getting up to 20,000 views, but we weren't all the impressions on our videos that were otherwise doing really well completely died, so we had to unlist all our shorts. Because we were getting a population of individuals who were only interested in short content, and if you know anything about Warhammer lore and games, it is nothing of the 60-second sort. So hopefully we can revitalize our channel. So we'd appreciate any support you guys have, because right now we're having a hard time. It feels like YouTube shadow banned us if we're not doing shorts. So we're just kind of working through it as best we can. It's much more fun to touch this up now. Oh, question for you, Nick. Are you able to see who is online, or do you only see a number when you're on your computer?
I only see a number.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, guys. Unless, of course, you talk, you're just a number to me.
I think we only have one person, because I'm on my other phone, and I think I'm on my personal, probably,
yeah.
so you're not seeing me. We're doing this a bit earlier than we did last time, mainly because we got stuff to do today, so we can't do it any later, unfortunately. We're going to try to figure out what times work best for people, but we're going to, for the short term right now, we will post most of our live streams in our, well, it's under the live tab right now in YouTube. They've kind of split it up a bit.
Yeah.
That way you guys can go back and just, like, paint with us if you want.
Come chill. Come hang out. That's our goal.
I think we got some more people coming on. Say hi. We'd love to see who's online, or what you guys are building, or what you're up to.
Let us know what project you are working on and how it is going.
We're trying to build our kill team army. Well, no. Nick and I are trying to paint my kill team army. He has so graciously decided to help me.
Yep.
So that we could do this kind of in the next 2 weeks. Wonder if we can play more than a few kill team games.
We could definitely.
You said something about like narrating games?
Narrative games.
Like, what's the deal with that?
So narrative games is basically like you make your squad, essentially. You can give them names, you can give them a story, background, all that kind of stuff. But when you play a game, the outcome of that dictates what happens with your characters. So maybe your character became incapacitated, or one of your models became incapacitated during the mission.
Mm-hmm.
They may have a scar and they may gain like a specific thing. You can also gain like, oh, they have like 3 or 4 battles under them. They've gained a new relic or a new.
So you follow them, like you play multiple games.
Yep.
Oh my God, this reminds me of Pandemic. Like we recently played the Pandemic Legacy box, and it's very similar, right? Because it's one game every month. Well, I mean, you could play it a lot faster.
Yeah.
And your characters get scars, and you build off of the mission. And we destroyed the game. It was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you could do that. You could do that with both the kill team and the
2,000 point army.
You don't start at 2,000 points.
Oh, really?
The idea is to actually start off with 25 power level. It's not points when it comes to narrative games, but that's actually what the combat patrol boxes are built for. Is for you to get that box and use that in a narrative campaign and build up over time. So that way you don't just drop like $2,000
like
to get
we did
a full army. You instead start small, build it up, and like have a development for your army.
Can we magnetize my Paragon suits too?
That's the plan.
I kind of want to do what Robert's doing.
Yeah, that's my plan, is to magnetize them.
How long do these narrative games last then? Because I think that sounds very interesting, and I think I'm down to doing one.
Narrative games, it depends. It's going to last about the same amount that a regular game would last. So
I mean, like over time, I guess. How many weeks or how many games, I guess. Because you said it's like you carry your characters through, right?
Yeah.
It's more than one game, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's until one is like done. Did have 60 cult heads and finer details to finish off, but luckily the Battle Force came out.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's impressive. So have you finished painting them all? Or are you going to play with them?
I've already done this one.
You've already done that one? Hey, look. I want you to see this touch-up I did here. I'm quite impressed with it. Thank God that I painted these black first, just because you're right, like, if you just use the undercoat black and then you have to go over it to touch up where everything the red hit, it just doesn't do well, right?
Yeah, it's because then you're touching up over the same color instead of trying to touch up a different black on a different black. It shows up.
Yeah. This boob armor still gets to me, man. I kind of want to paint just the boob armor, like, red. Leave everything else black.
There's a little comic I saw recently where it was Warrenval showing up for all the High Lords meetings. Mm-hmm. And he's like, glad that you're here. We're hope that you're not here just to get rid of the boot. Or it's like, what do you plan on doing, Warrenval? As you're like, your first thing is the Apis. It's like, well, I want to get rid of the boob armor and get rid of the bob cuts.
Oh, really? That's a thing? Oh, man.
Well, no, it's not in lore. It was
Oh,
someone that made a comic about it.
Oh, yeah.
And the High Lords were just like upset because like, we want the boob armor.
Yeah, boob armor doesn't protect.
It's because if you have a shot that hits the left side of your right boob, it's going into your heart.
Yep.
That deflection is not going into a place that you want.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh, this one's not. I did a better job at this one. I did a better job at this one.
What are you up to? Are you touching up too, or?
Touching up, and then I'm going to go back over with some gray to kind of highlight it.
How long do you think it'll take us to finish these guys?
I think it will be pretty decently quick. Once I touch up all the blacks here, it won't be too bad for them. Because then we could just toss a shade over.
I heard shades are like cheat codes.
They are. Shades and what's the other one? Shades and contrast. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna just.
Because I want my my guns to come out gunmetal, right? But all these, like, there's a lot of these taluses, so I need those. Like, I don't know if I want to paint them gold or red.
The taluses?
Yeah, like these guys here, or the ribbons.
Oh, those are. If you actually look at the art for them, they're typically like a brown.
Oh, they're brown?
Yeah.
Okay. Darn it! I just got black on my cape. Ugh.
Wet your brush and just go back over it. Why do I have this in my hand?
My guards are fully painted. So, decided to enter a tournament in Jan. Ooh. They're about half done by now, but only 12 guys and 2 vehicles completed. Holy man. You are much faster than I am. So did you enter the tournament for fun or so that you could force yourself to paint them all? Because honestly, I feel like painting is half the battle right now.
Honestly, having a tournament coming up is a great motivator to try and get things done.
You know what, Nick? I'm going to tell you this, okay?
What?
If I really enjoy playing this, you may be able to convince me to come to one of our local gaming shops and play. And then with my army, because why not? I don't know where I hit. Oh, there. Nope. Don't know where I.
If you do go competitive.
No, I'm not going competitive. Like, I just feel
like a tournament or something, you may not be able to use the knight. It's a little bit more difficult, but you can figure it out. Especially if you're doing it just for like.
But I have a lot of models, right? So I can probably just like switch it out, or no?
I don't think we have enough for a full 2,000 with the current amount of sisters you have.
Can I play with like are there tournaments that you can play 1,000?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the local places did a 1,000 recently.
Maybe I'll do
15,
that.
or 15, I think.
Yeah, like can't you play mini games like?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought it'd be fun. I feel like most people would ask me what am I doing there, like.
A lot of our local area is also Sharky.
Are they?
Well, yeah, because they're all very old hands at playing, right? So,
I don't know what that means.
So they're very, very good. Like when they're the top in our country.
I don't buy it.
Both really. It's only a 1-day 3-game event, beginner friendly, so it shouldn't be too competitive. That's pretty good.
Apparently I can't play in my city because my city are sharks.
No, they're all pretty friendly when it comes to newbies as well.
Newbies? Yeah, I'm sitting there with my sisters of battle army and they're going to be like, psh. That's when I need to buy the coffin. What's it called? You said you looked up the rules for this. The procession.
Oh, yeah, the Triumph of St. Catherine. Holy sh... I looked at the rules for the Triumph of St. Catherine, and god damn, they have so many rules.
Bad, good thing?
Both, because it gives you so many auras and so many buffs. It's basically every single buff. Like, normally you can give like a character a relic and it gives like an aura of like reroll ones, or they save better, or they shoot a little bit better. The Triumph of St. Catherine has every single relic of all the different orders in one model.
Yep.
So they just do all the things.
I regret nothing. I do it.
It's also a dope looking model. I mean, come on. It's a coffin dance.
It kind of is like a tank, basically. Like it's their version of a tank. I know I have a tank here, but...
Did I bring the Bugman's Glow in? Because I need to, touch up one or...
You can go get it.
I need to go get it.
All right.
Because I think if
we're losing Nick for a bit. He's going to go to the basement and grab some extra paints.
No, I think it's in my office. If you take a look at this one, I added some purple into the Bugman's Glow.
Purple? Where?
Oh, no, it's this one.
Oh.
So I used purple as the shading a little bit.
Wait, how do you add, like...
I mixed it.
Oh.
Do you like that or no?
Nah. It's fine, but why is my purpose in purple?
Because purple is usually a good shade. Or you can use blue. All right, I will be back.
All right. Bye, Nick. Don't get lost. I'll sit here and continue painting.
How do I get back?
Oh my god, are you serious? My dog just ran out of the room too. We lock him up in the office when we do these podcasts. Because he either cries when he's outside, gives us sad eyes, or he gets depressed, so we bring him back in.
Did I bring it in here? Oh my god, it's by your hand.
Is it? Oh, yeah, nice.
Emoji in.
It's like literally on screen, like right here. Look at this.
Or maybe I'll add the heavy brown in as the mix.
Like, I don't understand like what you mean by shading.
It just you're adding definition to like.
But like,
muscles.
why are you mixing it into the paint?
So that way
then you're just mixing a color.
Yeah, you're mixing two colors in together, so that way you can like get the shading on your own without having to just add a shade on top.
So you don't mix two colors and do a full layer. Like you're doing the brown first and then you're doing it on top?
I mix them both and then like either darken it up to go into the shades, or you add more of the lighter color in order to get to your highlights. That's what I did with I don't know where he is right now. My far sight.
I am nowhere near good enough to do any of that.
Yeah, I didn't say you have to.
Are you hearing anything through the headphones that you're put on?
A little bit. Like if you talk, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take them off right now.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, it doesn't really, I don't think it's adding much right now.
No, it's not. Add that back there. Yeah. All right, I need the Bugman's Glow, and can you pass me the heavy brown?
Really in the midst of concentration
Okay,
right now.
fine.
Sorry, dude. Is our dog? Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, heavy brown.
We have 4 people online, Nick.
Woo!
It's always nice to see some people hang out.
Oh yeah.
Even if you guys don't want to chat, it's always nice to see that there's like faces or meeples, as we can see. We didn't know how popular these live streams are going to be, but even the ones that we've kept up right now, people are listening to them. So Nick's really interested in building a community around this, because a lot of other channels will either talk about the lore or show you the gameplay, but not many of them you can sit and paint with, for example. And I think that's what you're interested in, eh?
That is my goal, and especially with the main videos, is paint along with us. No, I gotta.
It's more fun to touch it up now that like the cloaks have been done. It's very satisfying.
I know.
It's annoying though when the brush is split. Don't you have that brush fixer upper thingy? What's it called? I bought it for us.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that. These ones just unfortunately are not the best quality because they're synthetic.
This one too?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's not much you can do. They'll just split.
Yeah. What is the brush cleaner, though? I bought it for us, right?
It's in my office.
What's it called? It's bothering me.
Conditioner?
Yeah. No, it's not conditioner.
It's brush conditioner. I think it is what it is called.
No. I remember buying it. Just forget.
Yeah. Just a little puck of soap, essentially.
It's just bothering me now. Because, like, the name is on the tip of my tongue.
Let's see.
So today I decided to put this under my arms because like my elbows were killing me from painting. And it really makes a difference. Is your stomach growling?
Yep.
I fed you lunch and I fed you breakfast.
Yeah, my stomach's just upset from last night. All right.
You drank too much last night.
I didn't drink too much. I don't drink anymore.
So you drank too much relative.
Yes.
'Tis the season for Christmas parties.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not watering down these paints at all. I was watering them down. I thought
You can add a little bit to them. It's also the wet palette does help as well.
Yeah, I know. I think I may have watered down too much because I was listening really intently. So I may have listened too well.
I will never hear that again.
No. Unlike our other video, right? Shucks. Shucks. I got black on the cloak. Okay, let's see.
Okay. Let's add in some of this.
I can't take the black off the cloak. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh.
It's all good. It looks pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah. Well, I'm watching it too because I can see the comments. Because before, unfortunately, the laptop was faced to you, right? So I have it. But it looks pretty good.
I'm glad to hear that.
See, like, look at that. It's just like really split. Darn. Oh, I did not just do that. I actually accidentally I totally painted my cloak. And I wasn't supposed to, but I painted it. Oh, it's there, it's there, it's there. I can't take it off. No. No. Okay, I think I got something off.
This girl with her chains all over the place is just
So
making...
are those archroflagons?
No, these are Repentia.
Oh.
So Repentia are sisters of battle that have fled in battle. So they were
caught again and then they were enslaved?
Not necessarily enslaved. It's just that they showed cowardice. Like they may have like filed back or like in the face of everything. And the sisters like want to just run it at all times. So instead of, they just are stripped of their power armor, which is why you could see little, like on their arms, you could see little things.
How do I deal with that? Yeah.
There's not much you can. And just kind of twist it and do what you can. You see the little nodules that are on her arm?
Yep.
Those are the connection points for the power armor, so that way she connects to it a little bit better. But they ran in battle, so now they are stripped of their power armor and just given a chainsword. They don't have a gun, and they are just to run into battle, holding on to the faith of the Emperor that will guide them through battle.
Okay.
Yeah. If they survive...
So they pussies.
Yeah, they were. If they survive, they are then inducted back into the Sisters of Battle.
Yeah. Yo, there's a piece on that. That was weird. I wonder what type of music is playing right now. Did you get a bunch of lo-fi beats or like...
Lo-fi, ambient, chill.
Nice. It'd be nice to figure out how we could listen to them too, because I'm down to listen to them.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have the beautiful conversation of you.
Aw, thank you. Oh, you could also put on some music yourself, like in your AirPods or something, when we do this.
Yeah, it's okay. Silence is sometimes soothing for the soul.
It is.
Did I do that one too? Or no? Or did you just put that up there?
I think I just put that up there because that was the one I accidentally picked up. Okay, got you.
Don't put it up there. Put it here if you don't mind, because then I'm trying to keep a track of what I have left to do.
Okay.
I think I may have done this one. I don't know.
Terrified for my coffee.
Why?
Because I might put my brush in it.
Oh! Who's done that? Put their brush in their coffee.
Everyone. It happens.
I think I've drank the paint water at one point.
That's also an inductment into...
Yeah, oh man. That'd be funny.
Okay. I think...
So how does everyone keep on top of all the lore in Warhammer 40k? I feel like the going joke is that there's so much that like you almost just either you just kind of like
pick what you want essentially, and you could just read whatever. There's a lot of like books that come out, and you could just be like, hey, I want to read this book. I know one book came out for or book for Sanguinius, one of the Primarchs is coming out, and if you like Blood Angels, you'll read that book.
Who writes these books?
They
is it GW or?
Yeah, it's a subsidiary they call the Black Library, and they have multiple authors that actually join them. One of my favorite authors, Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Yeah.
He actually wrote a book for the Black Library not too long ago.
Are you kidding? Seriously?
Yeah, and he's one of the most probably one of the best.
Famous.
He's one of the best sci-fi authors out there right now.
What is he? What's his? What did he write?
He wrote The Children of Time, the one with the spiders.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that book you keep trying to tell me about.
Yeah, he also wrote Shards of Earth on his sci-fi side. He's done a lot of fantasy things as well.
Sounds like a philosopher. There's like a philosopher by that name, no? Or is there?
Tchaikovsky?
Yeah. It just sounds like a philosopher name.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
The Nutcracker?
I don't know.
I think it. I don't know. I don't know either. All right, I need gray.
You just gave up and painted her entire like pendant here.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was just trying to get that. But that's gonna be metal, right? So you don't necessarily need to.
Damn it! I just made it black. Can you buy pre-painted models?
You can commission models, but no. I mean, you could buy used models.
Why does GW make you have to go through this?
Because it's part of the fun.
Yeah, but what if I just want to play a game? I guess I could play it in gray plastic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Grey Tide. That is a thing.
You know what? We probably could have just done that.
Yeah, but it's not going to film as well.
Huh?
It's not going to film as
nicely.
nicely.
That is true. We want to create good content for everybody, so we kind of need to give you guys pretty things. I mean, we're going to probably speed paint half of this stuff. Well, by speed paint, I mean just paint quickly. Not use speed paints. Man, I just made the cloak black again. I suck at this.
Oh, no, that's not what I want.
Honestly, though, like, once I put shading on these, like, cloaks, it's not going to matter if I get a little bit of black on it. Because, like, they're rustic women, right? They're going through battle. Like, you don't really care.
Yeah.
Right? They got dirt on it. Oh, we have 5 people, Nick.
Woo!
Welcome all 5. We hope you're having fun. Paint with us. All right. Or listen to us while you're studying. Whatever you want. Cleaning. I don't know how you guys do it, but this is hard on my back. Oh. Great. The dog's hair is on this again. He does not shed. Our dog is a poodle mix, yet I have hair in my eye, in my model. It's actually Moji's hair. Holy crap.
Love your videos. Your personalities bring a smile to my face. Just recently got into the world and lore. I'm glad to add you guys to my list of 40k entertainers.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you, Mason.
Yeah, that's really nice, Mason.
Yeah.
I was roped into this by my hubby. I got married to him 2 months ago, and he's like, if you love me, you will do this. And I said, okay, fine.
This was your idea.
It's actually like I'm a little bit of a geek on the inside. I try to deny it, but it is quite fun. You will never hear me say that again.
You will say it a couple more times. I will hear it.
Yeah. No, we hope people can kind of get an idea of... I guess like the one different thing we wanted to bring to it was most of like the Warhammer channels you'll see online are just a bunch of dudes talking about a lot of stuff, right? But I don't see much female influence on it. I think it'd be fun. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's some girls that play this.
There's some... It's mostly painters.
Somebody... one of our last videos, they said that they're getting their fiancé into it, and they're going to get the Sisters of Battle box, remember?
Yeah.
Well, I am a video now, or Nick and I are videos that you can show your female friends, partners, companions, whomever, that they're definitely girls who play, for sure. Or who try to play.
Attempts.
What?
Attempts.
Yeah. I do like playing board games, so it'd be really interesting. Now that I'm kind of invested in this.
It's a lot more, I find, RNG, because, like,
What is RNG?
You roll. RNG is random numbers, or it's usually, like, random number generation.
So is it luck? Because you're saying also that when you play in your thingies, like, you can have strategy, too, right? Because you have to create really strong... And you also told me that, like, the armies can get stacked depending on the codexes and, what was I going to say?
Rule changes, anything like that, yeah.
So what factions are really strong right now?
Top factions are Harlequins, Tyranids, Chaos Space Marines, depending on which ones you use, and I don't 100% know the other ones. Let me see.
Not my sisters, eh? Darn it.
No, sisters, unfortunately...
Don't tell me they're weak.
No, they're not weak, per se. They're just not, like, top tables, right? So when you're looking at, like, who is the top tables, you're going to be... Or, like, the top factions. They take data from all the different tournaments from around using Best Coast pairing and ITC stuff.
Oh, sorry. Mason's asking a question. Sorry, Nick.
Oh, what was the question?
Let's see. Random question. But do Primarchs wear helmets in battle? Because... most depictions I've seen shown them with no helmet. That's for you, Nick.
Yes, they do. If you actually, I think if you go to the Forge World store for the Horus Heresy series, the character series, you can have the option to actually have the Primarch either in a helmet or not. It varies and depends. They typically don't want the helmet on because it's the Marvel syndrome. All of the helmets for like Iron Man and everything pull back easily so that way they can show the character's face. It's not, because that's what they're usually paying for, is the actor's face. They don't want to like hide that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm messing with you.
So
what are Primarchs, by the way?
Primarchs are the daddies of the Space Marines. So
the daddies of the Space Marines.
Yes. There are some models in Forge World that have them with helmet options. Yeah, nice. Exactly.
Cool.
Alpheus?
Is it Alpheus?
Alpheus,
right?
You're close.
Also, Alpheus. I made it. Yay!
Nice. Glad you can make it.
We're gonna try to keep these on Sunday, I think, and they probably will range from any time between like 11 and 2 p.m.
Yeah, sometime in that point.
Yeah, because I figure that it's time that we it gets a time to wake up, walk the dog, get our lives together, exist, have coffee, And then we usually film our episodes on Sunday anyway, just because both of us work full-time jobs Monday to Friday. So it's the one day of the week we got really off.
Yeah.
I also do work Saturday too, so apparently I'm a little bit crazy of sorts.
Both, depending on language. Okay.
Oh, cool.
And the name.
Alpheus. Do you like it Alpheus then? Because I like that way.
It's so close to being Alfarius.
What's Alfarius?
Alfarius is a Primarch.
There you go. I'm pretty sure that's he was going for both.
Because Alfarius is the one that is the Primarch of the Alpha Legion. He was the only Primarch to be split in two, so it's Alfarius and Omegon. So he's actually a twin Primarch.
What do you mean by split in two?
Just something happened to him where his soul was split into two bodies.
Just cause, story, right?
Just cause, but all of his legion look like him. So all of his legions say, I am Alfarius. Because they're spies. They're like your espionage one. They like will trick into places. They use cultists because they'll like take over a world by replacing the governor with they're a cultist of their own. They infiltrate. They do all these different things. But they all say, I am Alfarius. That is a requirement because they are Alfarius.
It's like iRobot.
Yeah. I am Alfarius because if they die, Alfarius has died. So Alfarius has died 5 times in the lore. There's multiple reports about whether or not it happened. If I played Chaos, I'd play Alpha Legion explicitly for the ability to say the line. You know the line. Yeah, exactly. I'm talking about
the line? Nick,
the line is, I am Alfarius.
Oh my god. Nick?
The joke also is that
the skin color? Sorry, I just have to...
That's the skin color, yes.
Cool. I just need a little bit.
The joke mostly with it, though, is that you can paint... Say you have regular Space Marines, you play them as Alpha Legion. Because they're just infiltrated.
Oh my god. Okay, so tell me, guys, why are Space Marines so popular? You've said it multiple times now. But why are... Like, I thought Space Marines were, like, the beginner's faction.
Because people like they like the characters. Like, the Primarchs have a lot of character to them. There's a lot of story with them. And it's power fantasy to a degree because they are, like, stronger than a normal human.
Are they humans, though?
Kind of. Because
I don't actually know their story.
They were once humans. So every Space Marine was a child. And at about 10 to 11 years old... Yeah, poster boys. At 10 to 11 years old, they start to put them through the process of becoming a Space Marine. Most people die going through this process.
Is that where they change their organs?
Yeah, that's where they add their organs. But specifically, they have something called a gene seed that's added into their body that actually changes their genetic makeup and allows them to actually get those things. And they will die. Each of the different legions has their own induction and ceremonies that they do.
Yeah.
Take, for example, the Blood Angels. They stick them in a coffin for a year.
Nice.
Because they're vampires.
So, if I had to play a Space Marine faction, I'd probably play the Blood Angels. I respect that.
Just because of the vampirousness?
I respect that.
Yeah.
Power armor is popular. A lot of people like it.
Yeah.
What's the deal with power armor?
Because it's like Halo, the Mjolnir armor. People love big armor. That's why.
I'm looking like dumbfounded right now, Nick, because I have no idea what that is. What's Mason saying? I'm handling the painting now because I was... if you're looking at the live stream right now, it's not too bad, but you'll hear me constantly speak for profanities during our episodes. It's the cloaks. I hate the cloaks.
Yeah, that's why I just kind of took over and just did the cloaks.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Just to get that over with, because I know you were having trouble.
The skin was also a pain in my ass. Like, I think the rest of it will be quite fun. Like, I'm quite enjoying the touch-up aspect of it. I do love doing a lot of, like, small, detail-oriented things, but it's because our brushes suck.
Yeah.
And the cloaks suck. I think I'd probably end up enjoying it, but these models are smaller, which is why I decided to get the Knights box just so I could paint something big.
Yep.
And I want to put the main knight in my army. Apparently Nick will allow me to do it in our games. I don't think I can do it officially.
You can kind of do it, but you lose some abilities.
Yeah. What's Robert saying?
Lots of people want to spend 8 to 10 pounds extra for every 5 guys, or just paint them blue. That too, yeah. So you get more, and it's a lot of people will have the ultramarines, and they're just easy to paint blue because you see the box art everywhere, and it's the easiest one to.
Isn't that what we picked up?
Yes.
As our first set, right?
Yeah.
They also have them in the what's it called? In the greatest number.
Yeah, it's easy to pick up like used Space Marine models.
Yeah.
Like I know right now, I'm trying to get rid of a whole bunch of Iron Hand stuff. Cloaks are super easy with contrast paint / speed paints or whatever brand's equivalent. Yeah.
So he never introduced me to that. He's making me suffer.
I am smiling.
Oh, dear God.
I want to add a little...
I am going to keep most of these girls black, though, for the most part, and do some gunmetal, like in terms of their weaponry. But I'm probably going to do my own version of speed painting these because I think painting is fun, but I just want to paint so that it gives a nice visual, like when we film it'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to, I think we're still trying to figure out how to film the games because, I mean, we have this overhead set up primarily so that we can build and paint with you guys. But I think for the games, I wonder if we deconstruct it.
We will, no, we'll do the kill teams here because that won't be too difficult.
Yeah. We'll have a secondary camera, I think, coming around for B-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we film all of this on our iPhones, actually. Because they film in 4K and I have the 14 Pro, but it's much better than my like Nikon D750 right now. Yeah, no, tech has come a long way.
And it's also like this setup here, that's actually through a continuity camera with Ventura because I could it's Bluetooth connected to OBS.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because we essentially have we have a tripod to the right of us, and then I've just had it come out this way, and then we just stick the camera right there.
It's really fun for my work meetings because I can change the like setup and stuff, but I can also do a Dutch angle when I'm in a meeting and just have it be off enough for people to be like, what is going on with your camera? Good. Layer paints build character. Yes.
Can you just buy me speed paints?
I have some speed paints. They're right over there.
What are they called?
Speed paints.
Wait, what? When did you buy them?
I bought them a while ago.
So what's the deal with these?
They're if you put them over like white, they will pool into crevices and everything and darken up and give you a shade and highlight of the same color in one go instead of having to do multiple like
Can
layers.
I use speed paint on top of layer paints or no?
You definitely can.
Or am I going to hell if I do that?
No, you can do that. I don't think there's any problem with it.
God, I have to concentrate so hard. Too much work for a Sunday morning. I almost went into your coffee.
Oh,
Holy shit.
you. Now I'm just going to be wary the entire time.
Oh my God. I legit, it'd be really funny though if I went into your coffee, you didn't notice and you started drinking it. I'd be like,
so rude.
It's got a bit of like extra pigment in there, right? Because we drink our coffee black. I mean, do you have oat milk in yours or no?
No, I don't have anything in there right now.
It's grocery time, that's why.
Gimme.
We had traveled for a bit, so we don't have much food in the house right now.
And I'm traveling again next week for work.
Oh man, I think I need more black. All right.
Yeah, we do.
Let's see. I didn't shake that before putting it down, but I hope that's fine.
That should be all right.
So Nick, how long do you think the episode that we're filming is going to be?
I
still don't know the topic of it. Nick keeps the topics actually
somewhat secretive. I give you a general idea.
Yeah, he gives me a general idea, but he keeps some of them somewhat secretive because he wants me to truly learn as I go through them, or truly talk about them when I go through them.
Yeah, this one I don't know. It could be anywhere from like, depending on your input, it could go from like 20 minutes to an hour.
Yeah. Take a look. I'm excited.
It's up to you.
I'm really interested to see how this... oh, Mason's saying something. Do they have large models of certain characters like Russ or the Silent King? That's for you, mister.
Do we have them?
I
don't... Are you talking about us? Because, like, I don't have...
What's
my
Russ?
large characters I have are... I mean, they're mechs, but yeah, don't have Russ or anything.
What's Russ?
Lehman Russ. He's a Primarch. He's the furry one.
Is that the one you did your short on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor shorts. R.I.P.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. What's Alfie saying? Speed paints and such are excellent for cloth organic stuff or high detailed surfaces like scales. Ooh.
Yeah, because it pulls over. If you have a lot of like minute details, it does a very good job for that.
Well, I feel like speed painting would be really good for the top part of like this girl here. Like if you look at like the breastplate, I feel like that would do.
It could be. You'd have to put some gray over top because otherwise the pigment won't show up as well.
That's fine. I think I'm gonna go. Like they're actually showing up quite nice, but I do want to have more contrast in this, right? So
yeah, that's why I'm adding like gray to these their main piece. That way.
Yeah, I may ask for some help. Can I paint the guns and then give them to you for the rest of the touch-ups?
No.
I'm wondering if I should paint their hair purple.
Ooh.
Just because, like,
you could.
I'm like throwing random inreallore colors in there. You know. Let's see. Hold on. I forgot. You know when
I love some of the characters in the lore, but don't want whole armies. Just my favorite characters. Yeah. So you do. Yeah. It depends. Lehman Russ doesn't have a 40k equivalent. You can get the character series Horus Heresy Lehman Russ on Forge World. Silent King does have his big old model, but a lot of characters they're not going to be too big. If you like, say, Trazyn, for example, his model is older and not as like good because I think it's in Failcast. So it's not as good of a model as some of the newer ones.
What does Failcast mean?
It's just the nickname that people have given the resin models that they used to put some characters in. I actually don't know what the actual name of it now is. I can't remember. But it was really bad because it bent a lot and it was warped when it would come and it would just doesn't look as good and it's harder to like.
I mean, if you want something really big, they have the what's it called? What's my favorite model on Forge World? Warlord.
Oh yeah, the Warlord.
It's like yay big, right?
Yeah, just go there. But it's not a character. That's the thing. He was wondering about characters.
Ah, okay. I thought it was.
The Warlord? No, it's not technically a character.
Yo, I just realized I have not been called Mrs. until today. That's why I think it was Mason. He's the first person to call me Mrs.
The Mrs.
Yeah, I've never been called Mrs. until today because we've only been married for 2 months. Holy shit. And I was just like wondering. He's like, that's the Mrs. And I didn't even realize. I'm like, why does this sound weird?
Yeah, because you have another salutation.
Yeah, I go by doctor. Well, I mean, no, I don't use doctor outside of my clinical setting. But like, I never get called Mrs.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been married long enough for that.
Almost have been converted to plastic. I think just the cast isn't as good at this point. Are they? I thought Trazyn was still in the Failcast. I know Farsight, for example, is still in that like resin cast, which is not as good. He also is on a 40 mil base, which is dumb.
Why? Too small?
Too small.
Ah.
The one that I have like printed, it is on a 60 mil base because it actually fits for him, and it actually looks better. But I can't take that to a tournament or anything. Because technically they want it to be all the same size because you can get advantage by having a bigger base.
Really?
Because if you have a like 6-inch aura and you have a 40 mil base, if you have a 60 mil base in comparison, that's an extra like inch of aura that you can get.
So the aura goes from the end of the base?
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know what an aura is. I'm just pretending like I understand.
Basically,
I wonder if we need to do like an episode on like gameplay rules for the newbie. Because I feel like that'd be a really good one. Alpheus, what is it? What does IIRC mean?
If I recall correctly.
Yeah, okay. They use the resin cast of plastic now. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, as you can tell, with me talking about 3D printing, I don't grab many like character models, especially the older ones. It's just like, if I like the model, especially Tau ones, because Tau is what I'm most interested in, I 3D print them because the designer that I follow makes really, really good Tau stuff. And all the other stuff that I'm really interested in is plastic now anyway.
I think Well, is this plastic? I guess it's plastic.
This
right?
is plastic. Yeah.
Can you only get resin models on Forge World then?
No, so some of them are on the GW site.
Cool.
So there is resin models that are resin gated, but then there is ones that are molds that they actually pour resin into. So that's why it's called. What is the actual name of it? Damn it! It's not something cast. That's why it's called fail cast. Either way, when you get a like Warlord one, you would have the model like this, and it would be two halves put together, and then you would pour the liquid resin into it, and you would have to like actually saw off the gates that are there.
Like as the end consumer, or do they?
Yeah. Huh. You have to, because they sign it all like that, so you have to do some like prep work to them.
Yeah.
Like with the cast ones that I was talking about, they're plastic. They have the same like sprues that these plastic ones come on, but they're a resin instead of plastic.
Oh, interesting.
Fine cast. Thank you, Alpheus. Thank you.
Alpheus knows his shit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's keeping my mind straight when I'm losing it.
It's fine. I feel like there's too much to know in the Warhammer sphere.
There is a lot.
Yeah, I was starting to look at some of the other channels that that do a lot of Warhammer content, because that is not something I typically do. And there's just a lot to know. Like, people definitely do watch 2-hour videos. I mean, for the most part, though, I think a lot of the lore videos in most channels, they're about an hour long right now, right?
Yeah, Luton is the best example of that. His videos are very, very long. The ones that are usually a bit shorter are like Major Kill, but he goes for memes and jokes. And
isn't he like, he's like that
he's the Australian
dude, right?
Yeah, he's the dude bro of 40k.
Dude. According to the website, they are still resin, but also they're out of stock.
Yeah, they are trying to transition them over. The rumor is right now that Farsight is going to get a plastic model. So I hope that he does, and he has a 60 mil base, because then I can use my model. Please, 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 please. Okay. All right. I am done with their bodies now. I'm going to switch over to doing some other stuff. Where's the red? I think I see it.
Like right here?
Yeah.
There you go.
The Scarlet Blood.
Just trying to think of what to do next on these girls, because like,
do their I guess go to metallic
and start doing their guns. I want to do their backpacks metallic as well.
Pure metallic?
I don't know, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think that wouldn't be so bad. It would pop quite a bit.
I mean, I could do them also, like, what else goes well with this? Could I do purple backpacks or what? Can I do metallic-y purple backpacks? Can I not do that?
I mean, you could do metallic backpack and then do a speed paint over that. That's what I've done with a lot of my models, is like I have them based with I airbrushed purple or airbrushed metallic all over them, and then I was using the speed paints over, so they come out as like a kind of candied color. And you could kind of do that the same if you want to, just brush on the one of the metals. That's technical. That is not the one I wanted.
I'll do the guns first.
So we have Lead Belcher, and then we also have the Runestain.
I love Lead Belcher. Who doesn't?
All right. Let me do this one.
I just wanted to know what time it was. It's almost noon. Yeah.
Oh. Let's see.
I need some like inspiration for these girls.
Just start looking up some like.
Yeah, I'm going to. Let me see. Give me a second.
All right. You have a forehead that I didn't paint, and now I gotta paint it.
Sisters of Battle.
Oh,
what do we got here? Like, how do you get this look, Nick?
Carefully.
It's like, yeah, it's this specific look right here, right? So if you look at it, like, That's pretty legit.
So they did all black, and they're doing what I'm doing, which is taking some of that gray and just like doing along the edges. So that's edge highlighting.
Okay, so I guess then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him purple bobs.
Yeah, that's the heavy metal. So heavy metal is usually what the box art style is like, and you can find different styles of doing things.
Because I like that. So they really are all black usually. Like, look at these guys. Holy moly. Look at them. Like, that's a pretty cool, like...
Oh, yeah.
Their backs, though. Yeah, their backpacks are the same color as their armor. Like, their power packs.
It's the same thing with, like, how Space Marines are painted.
Huh. Okay. So they may not be as confusing.
Okay. I'm going to set you off to the side.
I'm going to do the wings. Purple. Or pink. What do you think? I'm going to add, like, purple, I think.
Ooh, pink would be... Pink could be very good.
I was going to do purple bobs.
Purple bobs?
Yeah, I'm going to purple bobs him.
Yep.
Plastic, it's fine. I guess this purple?
There's a guy that was on Play On that did Sisters, but he did punk rock Sisters. So he actually grabbed pieces from Necromunda, one of the other games that GW does, that has a very like gang punk aesthetic to it. Grabbed pieces from that and actually kit bashed them onto his Sisters, so they look like punk rock stars essentially.
Cool.
Like they got big mohawks. One of them has a guitar that's a flamer. It's all this kind of. It's really, really nicely done.
Nice. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, can I do the hairs with the character brush? Yeah. So these girls are gonna be half punk rock.
Excellent.
Here, let me go back to my our channel here.
They all went silent anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone's probably painting or doing some stuff.
Good.
It's just fun to see that we have 7 heads on screen. I was convinced no one was going to watch this when we were deciding whether or not we wanted to do the live streams. First live stream we did, we had 5 people show up. It was fun. So her hair is matching my nail polish.
Nice.
Do you paint eyes or no?
You
just like shade them.
You can if you want to, but it's
yeah.
On the Paragon war suits, or the Paragon suits, the melee weapon joined to the handles are different from the leader's type, so they only... Oh, that sucks. I thought you could mix them up, but that kind of sucks. It looks like it's only the like squad leader that you can actually swap out very easily.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it's not too bad. You can just pick one side to be all maces if you want, and then the other side to have all...
That's fine. Like, I fear here, like, magnetizing can be a little bit of a pain, too, so...
It definitely can be. We will do it for the knight, though, because the knight is actually really important to do that, because you can then swap it out to all the different types of knights.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to build the knights. What do you think about the bob?
Nice.
So then I think I'm going to do the...
When you do take... I have 2 other purples. There's one purple... No.
Well, there's a purple here.
With the gray top. No.
Right here?
Nope. That one. Yeah, that one.
Pink.
And the other one, yeah.
So
that's your triarch of colors that you could basically go from like the dark purple to this one and then highlight slightly with the...
I don't know what that means, dear.
You just basically add it so that way there's some definition to it.
It's kind of cozy, just having other people paint while you're doing your own painting. Yeah, it's fun. See, that's what Nick was trying to go for. Creativity. Yeah. Oh no, I'm reading Alpheus.
Broadsides are jank to try and to try and magnetize. I can get that. Don't underestimate the chemistry too.
Oh, that's sweet.
Aww.
I guess being with this guy for 7 years has paid off, eh?
We have chemistry.
I don't know.
Could you call it organic?
No, it's... Oh, come on. I actually have organic chemistry. Oh, dear God. You gotta stop. Oh, man. As you can see, he...
You joined the fingers, the squad leader, you have to cut off the wrist to magnetize.
Ugh.
Oh.
That sounds... that does not sound fun.
Not fun.
I wish I had more hair on these girls because they're fun. A part of me kind of wants to paint the backpacks purple, but it's just not going to look good on this. Like, I think purple accents for, like, other stuff is okay.
Yeah, I agree.
They're kind of punk rock. And also, it's like our inreallore colors, right?
It's really funny hearing you say, like, it's kind of punk rock when I'm the one that grew up as a punk.
No, yeah, I'm not a punk. I'm living vicariously through my models. I was gonna say, Alpheus was mentioning that he's like, it's just nice to have people to like paint with, essentially.
Oh yeah,
that's a lot of times painting is very an individualistic thing, but it's just nice to listen to stuff.
It is.
Hopefully, you guys can hear the background music. Let us know if it's too low or loud enough. We were just trying to play some. We were doing a bit of testing because we didn't want it too loud, but we wanted something there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't dead silence. I honestly can't hear any of it.
Yes, honestly, that may be too bad. A sharp hobby knife can usually clean and quick work at the wrist. Yeah. We should also make some sprue goo at some point.
Come again?
So sprue goo is something that you'll do with like the leftover sprues that you have. You'll add it into typically a bottle of Tamiya cement, basically the glue that you normally use, and it actually dissolves the sprues into a liquid plastic that you can use to gap fill and do other things. So it actually helps you with like modeling.
Wasn't there green goo or something you could use at some point?
Yes, that is. I'm gonna give this girl red hair. You get red hair.
No. Actually, do pink. Do pink because I'm trying to do the highlights of the inreallore colors.
Okay.
Is that cool? Here, take that one.
Yeah.
I mean, red would tie in nicely too, though. Actually, you know what? You could, because this has got a red top, right? I don't know. Do pink or do purple.
Yeah, I might do pink for the hair. I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Because it's gonna like, I want them to kind of tie in with highlight colors.
So, sprue goo is easy to kind of move around. I'm not answering anyone's question. I'm answering your question.
Yeah.
Sprue goo is because it's like fully liquid. You can use it to fill gaps and things, which makes it kind of easy. And then you can also use it as if it's glue. Huh. Whereas green stuff you would use to model directly.
Okay. Didn't we have some green stuff at one point?
Oh, I have a bunch of green stuff downstairs. Actually, I'm going to use this color, and then I'm going to highlight with the squid pink.
So can you show me how to highlight? Because I'm just painting them pink right now. Do I highlight on the second?
Yeah, on the second go. So basically, once you have a good base coat down, you would then go with like a couple strands of that other color to make it look natural.
Okay. I don't think I need a second coat anyway, a base coat of the purple. The purple's pretty good in itself.
Yeah.
The first coat?
No, that purple actually has some really good coverage.
Is this Vallejo or?
Yes, this is Vallejo.
Mm.
This purple.
GW's arch nemesis. You can get liquid green stuff too. Interesting, which is sort of like sprue goo, but sprue goo is probably cheaper. I think it'd be fun to just make while we're talking about something.
I mean, yeah, sprue goo is cheaper because you usually have a bunch of leftover sprues.
Okay, what's sprue?
It's the leftover stuff from when you're building. You know how it came on like these gates that you had to clip off of?
Oh.
That's what a sprue is.
Okay, now I get it. There we go. The purple hair is like bomb.
You want to dye your hair purple?
God, no. I don't think that'd fly at work. Alrighty. My purple nails are already a little bit too racy for that, you know?
Oh, these girls definitely have to have another coverage.
Let's see.
Yeah.
May I? Yeah, no, the purple, look at how the purple is, because like if you start going on top of it with like all the shading and stuff like that, I think it'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, pink needs a little bit more. Yo, we're making half a punk rock. Let's see. Okay, Althea says, I just don't know the price difference between the bottle of glue you'll have to buy. That's actually a pretty good.
Yeah, the Tamiya.
Yeah.
Because you typically use the Tamiya because it's easy to drop the sprues in.
I see.
No, and this girl.
Oh man, I'm trying to raise my. I'm gonna stand quickly.
Yeah.
Your back feels it every so often. I'll be right back. Man, it's hot in this room with all the lights we got going on.
Oh yeah.
I stepped out to the hallway and it's like nice and cold in the house.
Maybe
Says no one ever, right? Like I never say shit like that. Nick Metallic, you said not to put it on the wet palette. And do I also use the cheaper makeup brushes for that, or do you use regular? Because I thought you, or I can just go yellow.
Do smaller, but like use probably either one of these monster ones, so that monster brush, or this one. Which one's this? That's a monster, yeah. The monster is pretty good to use that for that kind of stuff.
Okay. And what are we getting then? Is it what's gonna be nicer?
You'll need to really stir that up.
Yeah, that's fine. Do we have the stirry thingy? The one that everyone thought I left in water?
It's in there somewhere.
For anyone who thought I left a brush in water, I'm more anal than Nick about it. I left this in water, more so than anything else. All right, what color should I do my guns? Lead Belcher or
Lead Belcher base.
Runefang Steel or
don't use that.
No, technical I don't want to use.
Lead Belcher and then just highlight with the...
Forge member came on. Hello, peeps.
Yo.
Hello, Forge member.
Forge Ember.
Oh, Forge Ember. Shit, sorry. It's because we're talking about Forge World quite a lot. Yeah. What did Robert say? If you buy a solvent to melt them from a hardware store, it'd be a lot cheaper. I feel like this is dangerous, guys. Like, I don't know how many solvents you want to be playing around with.
All of them, obviously.
No, seriously, man. Some of this stuff is dangerous to your lungs, right? You gotta be careful.
Listen.
I'm putting on my my doctor hat right now. Like, you gotta be careful with some of this stuff too. Be careful. Wear a mask. Wear your gloves. I kind of want to paint these whips purple or pink. Just a full pink. They're kind of like all over the place. What color would you put the whips?
Blue.
Blue? Why blue?
I don't know.
They're not going. Then they won't go with my like color theme. Yeah.
Or use one of the fluorescents.
I mean, I could just be boring and do black.
Well, I mean, it's power whip.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Just trying to be authentic here. Okay. Let's do a Lead Belcher. I feel like Lead Belcher's a good one.
Belcher's your good start base.
Yo, can you pop this? Oh, wait. I think we're good. My nails have been really bad since I decided to get gel nails put on. Ripping off. I blame our wedding for that. Because I did that for you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I think I need a... Nick, you may need another water thing. You don't want to put the metallic in that one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mind grabbing that?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, the Holy Emu. Oh, Nick, that's your favorite person.
Yeah, Holy Emu.
You love Emu.
Oh, yeah.
Nick's got to tell you guys.
He was upset at me that I didn't name all the regiments.
Really?
Yeah. Could do gray for the whip and then dry brush it with the bluish for lightning effect. Ooh,
nice.
That's a good idea.
Okay. All right. Done. And we're not doing metallic though gray, right? We're doing bland gray.
Yeah, do bland gray.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta get another thing.
So this is the gray that Nick's got right there, then, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Did you
We
want me to
we
go
have
get...
a lot of. I bought a bunch of makeup brushes.
Yeah, he bought a bunch
for like
of
$13 off Amazon because I kept trying to pick them up in like a local drugstore.
I 100% did not buy them, but like
They were. Listen.
Welcome to being a woman.
Yeah, but you go to like our regular drugstore, they're all like $45.
Haven't
Why?
you heard about the pink tax?
Why?
Haven't you heard about the pink tax? It's real.
Yeah, but you on Amazon, they're $13.
I know. I'm serious. Like, my sister buys her shit on Amazon. Like, Sephora's too expensive. And Shoppers is even worse. Yeah.
Why was Shoppers so bad?
It's just markup. Like, seriously, like, the pink tax is real. You finally understand. Right?
All in the name of art.
All in the name of art.
I've done my coffee, so I'm just going to use this for a minute.
Nick, this is gray right here, right?
Yeah, that's gray.
Cool. I'm going to go with the idea that we were given. Every refinement of the Emperor's Holy Imperial Guard deserves attention to the honorable service. I'm going to let Nick deal with that. I'm still learning the basics of what is what in Warhammer. I am starting to enjoy the painting a little bit more, though. I think just getting started and doing the cloaks was a bit of a pain in my bum. Nick, I don't know if Nick has ever told you his story about how much he loves emus. I will let him come back and I'll get that story out of him. Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
I think Holy Emu deserves the story about why emus are your favorite animals in the world. We're going there. We're going there. Okay. Oh, and put the water in front of me. I need it for the metallic.
Yeah, I'm putting it over here.
I just mentioned that I'd ask you, and I'd get you to explain why you love them.
All right, so emus. When I was a kid, I went to this petting zoo that was outside of like my hometown, and I saw an emu for the first time. And North America, Canada, we don't see emus or ostriches or anything like that. So I was like, "Oh, it's a big bird." And I went up to it and I had a bunch of feed to like try and give it some food. And I went up to it and I was like, "I have food for you." And I put my hand out so that way it would eat it, the way that you would feed a horse or any other animal, flat, completely there. And this damn emu came over and like bit my entire hand.
It actually bit your hand?
My entire hand was in this emu's mouth. And I was like traumatized. And I've always hated them since. And until like later on in life, I actually went looking through emus and I found out about the Great Emu War. And the fact that the only war humanity has ever officially like waged against another species on this planet, officially, we lost. We lost the Great Emu War.
Oh dear God! You got to hear Mason's comment against you.
Nick seems to be the dad that grabbed the 5-year-old kid, threw him in the deep end, and learned how to swim. But at least giving coaching from the side.
Well, at least he doesn't have kids right now. But like,
not yet. You'll figure it out. But yeah, that's emus. I don't like emus for that reason.
Nick loves emus. What are you talking about?
I hate them. Evil, vile creatures. Nothing against you, but yeah. It was the Australians. I knew it. Yeah, the Australians lost. It was a platoon of soldiers with a machine. This was in the 1920s. So they had a machine gun. They set up an ambush against the emus. And there was at least like 1,000 emus that were coming into the kill box with them. The emus ran at the machine gun and they only killed 5. They killed 5 of 1,000 with a machine gun. And they had to retreat.
I thought he made up the story.
I didn't.
But apparently it's legit.
It's legit.
Yeah. It was the Australians. I don't think we have any Aussies on this because like Aussies are a 12-hour time difference from us. We're Eastern Standard Time, so yeah.
We'll never get them.
It's okay because you're sitting there bashing emus right now, so I'm not sure if any Aussies would love you.
Or maybe they'll understand. Like,
I'm leaving this in here. This here is a flat brush, not a brush.
The goat genocide. We win that war. What goat genocide? What goat genocide? But the goats. No, not the goats.
Yo, goats are awesome.
Goats are the best.
Please don't kill goats.
Goats are great. Why would we kill goats?
We went to see wolf dogs when we were traveling. And apparently wolf dogs are a thing. They're kind of illegal in certain parts of Canada, but kind of not illegal. So they, and they had a bunch of goats there at the farm. So we were sitting there feeding the goats, and they were so cute. They were miniature goats too. They're such like dumbasses.
Oh yeah. They're very intelligent. They're like dogs.
I kind of want a miniature pig.
Don't
I apologize
worry.
for my horrible grammar.
None of us are any better.
You caught me on a good day. I can actually speak words.
By the way, we might get snowed in.
What?
Yeah, it's really snowy.
Is it that bad?
Oh, it's really snowy.
Alrighty, so we'll see. And I got snow tires on the car, so.
Yeah.
At least I don't. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how safe it is to
I
leave.
think this girl actually has like very kinky short hair. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Watched a game on YouTube the other day of your girls destroying my Votan with flamers and meltas. That's impressive.
Ooh,
The League of Votan are kind of strong.
You gotta tell me what you watched, mainly because I need to watch it and learn how to kick Nick's ass. I will do my homework. I will destroy you. Nick, how do I get to the inside of that gun with this? Because like it's like look at that right
Just
there.
very, very carefully.
I know, but I think I need a smaller brush.
Use a.
Can I just use this shitty Citadel one?
Yeah, use that
I
one.
don't like this one anyway. So.
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
Okay. Yeah, there
Basically,
we go.
a bunch of goats were destroying the environment of an island, so they used helicopters to. Aww. I mean, it sucks because we probably introduced them, but. Aww, poor
Like
goats.
the beetle that we have in Canada here, right? Like when I took you to the like west part of Canada, you got to see all the trees half dead because the Japanese beetle is like.
Oh yeah, there's a
invasive
lot of.
species.
There's a lot of those. I mean, we have the we have one around here that's like this, like multicolor. It looks beautiful, but
I know.
it's
I
invasive.
forget what it's called.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about too. That's sad though.
Yeah.
But I know Holy Emu is going to be your favorite guest on our.
100%.
100%. Just because he's an emu.
Regiment of the Emperor's Holy Empire. Yeah. So yeah, they do, because a lot of the sorry, going back to your old comment, Emu. The regiments are pretty different. Unfortunately, they all look like Cadia now because GW doesn't know how to do multiple things right now. But the one that matters
Shit.
is the Tanith first and only.
I did her hand.
You can just go back with black.
Actually, I'm gonna use a shitty Citadel brush. Came part of our beginner's kit. Because it's actually small enough. The character brush is too big.
Alright. Yeah, these girls are starting to pop now. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. I think we're getting there.
Oh,
What
yeah.
time is it, by the way?
It
Gotta
is.
make sure we can film our other episode.
12:23.
All right.
Ah.
How long you want to stay on live stream for before we do our episode?
Hmm?
How long do you want to stay on live stream for before we do our episode?
Maybe like we'll go for another half hour to an
Okay.
hour. Depends
Yeah,
on how
yeah.
long you want to go. If you get to a point where you feel like you're
That's
almost
fine.
done, we'll
I mean, I
switch
could always
over.
just stand up too, right? That's totally fine.
Yeah. To be fair, GW did bring back the Deathcore in plastic. They did. There's still a few that are on Forge World. I mean, they also deserve to come back in plastic because Deathcore Kree are objectively the most expensive army that you can buy.
And how much is that?
So a lot of the metrics that you can use is like points per dollar. So how many points you can get per
Actually,
dollar.
do tell. I want to hear this.
Yeah. So a box of fire warriors, you're gonna buy that for about $50, and you'll get about 90 points out of that box. So you can kind of do some math with that. With Krieg, for like 10 models, it's almost $100.
So how much is box per, like, what's the average box per point?
I don't
or $1
remember.
per point.
I can't remember how to actually like do it. It's somewhere out there. I will get a spreadsheet made for you on that.
I love that. Yes.
The only problem is Krieg is the only regiment that I dislike. Aw. Yeah, Krieg is one of those ones where it's like either you really like the aesthetic or you don't. Crap, what do I need to do right now with these girls?
I mean, you could just chill and chat with everybody.
No, I should do something.
If you want to
I'm gonna
help
do
me
the paper.
shade
No, I know what I need to do.
the paper. You can also do. I have the gunmetal. I have lead belcher out. You could also start doing swords.
Yeah.
Because they all are holding stuff, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I have the gold round, so I might as well use that for.
Yeah. I may have gotten too much water on that. Whoopsies. Considering the... I feel like that's a question for you.
Considering the catechins still have rules in the new codex, we may get new models for them at some point sooner rather than later. My bet's on a kill team, just like the Kriegsmen. Yeah, I could see that. Catechins models are kind of gross looking at the moment because they're very, very, very old, and they are definitely showing their age. My surprise is that we still have rules for Slime Morbo.
How does GW get away with all these iterations? Like, you guys are always talking about, like, these models coming in, coming out. Like, you know, when I'm thinking about a game, I'm thinking about the models getting released, and then, like, that's it. You have them, right? Like,
they still count as, like, existing. So, like, they could do refreshes of it. You could still use your old models. They're still legal, technically, to play with. It may just be lose a lot of people. It may just be that the like you may need to change the base size. The only thing that's changed really is like the firstborn Marines versus Primaris Marines, because the Primaris Marines are larger officially and have their own unique rules comparatively to the firstborn. Didn't Marbo actually get a new model at some point? I don't know. The only model I could think of is the one, like the very, very old one. I actually kind of want to do an episode talking about Sly Marbo, because he's actually a very interesting character outside of the memes.
I mean, it feels like with 40k, your world is your oyster.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. We really are trying to get this community tab, because I want to run polls and stuff as to what people want to see. And YouTube apparently is giving it now to everybody, but I think they're doing A and B testing. Yeah, we don't have it yet. So we're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way by getting 500 subscribers, and then we'll be able to ask around it as to kind of like what people want to see.
So if you have friends who are interested in 40k, please share our content to them. Or just make a bunch of dummy accounts. Actually, don't make a bunch of dummy accounts. No, YouTube doesn't like that.
Yeah, no, we won't do that. I have to blame the shorts, though, for screwing up our growth here.
I agree. And I'm still very upset about that.
Yeah. Kind of sucks because you were so successful, but your success was killing our channel.
I know.
4 years old. What? Comparatively? Don't know what that is.
Oh. I gotta go look at that. I don't see what it looks like.
Oh, so I don't know if I finished the conversation with you about narrative gaming. Say if we started a narrative game, how many games could we play out of the narrative game? Because it seems like it's kind of like a pandemic legacy type setup,
you could play upwards of like 6 to 10, depending on how like the games go. So we can also get like a bunch of other people involved with it too, so that way like it makes it a little bit more. But like we have win conditions. So for example, the Tau side, the Tau are trying to convert planets over to their side through diplomacy and specific actions, and so that would be our end goal, is like we've converted all these planets over to joining the Tau Empire.
That's your end goal, not mine.
That's
right?
My end goal, exactly. Yeah. So your end goal may be a little bit different comparatively to what mine is.
I think it'd be cool to play narrative games.
I think it's called Mountain Miniatures, Leagues of Votan versus... Oh, Mountain Miniatures, okay. Leagues of Votan versus Adeptus Sororitas. I'll show you a couple of like the play on ones too, because that they have a couple people on there that played Sisters. Also, Dice Check is pretty good for seeing how things are played.
Oh man, my neck is just so kinked from this. Oh, okay. Let's do this again. Trying to sit with good posture.
For narrative Crusade, there's actually no top limit. Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was like you could eventually. Yeah, because you escalate over time, so you can add more power level to your army. So you start off at 25, like a small 500-point army, and build up to wherever you want to. If we go too far, you could probably go into having a warlord be a part of the army.
So, like, is a narrative game something that people would like to see?
That's a question for everyone here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I don't know. Like, I mean, do you watch narrative games? Do people have narrative games on YouTube?
I don't see it. It's usually just like direct
one-on-ones.
Yeah, direct like 1v1 competitive stuff. Unless you play with a rule set that limits it, but Crusade by default doesn't have it. The Tau Codex rules and such don't actually limit you to one system. Yeah, there's multiple systems that you can do.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the Crusade rules because I've only been playing one-off games.
What are Crusade rules?
They're just rules for that game style, for narrative.
Oh man, my neck.
You just get a new one once you finish. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it would be interesting though. Oh man.
Oh shoot. I'll just go back over that. Okay, Holy Emu says that would be cool. Consensus from others. Crusade rules are really fun, and my personal preference of playstyle if you get a group going.
You can play with more than one people?
Yeah, because...
Person?
Yep.
I think I may have ruined my neck.
Oh, you can take a break for a little bit.
I think I need to take a break. Oh,
yeah.
I was looking down for too long.
Yeah, go take a break for a bit, or just hang out. Especially the big... Crusade is criminally underrepresented on YouTube, though, especially by the big channels.
Yeah, why is that?
Because so much emphasis is put onto competitive play in the 40k space. It's what a lot of people really are interested in. Mm-hmm. But having a story that you can follow along would actually be like a pretty big
Isn't that
thing.
like the whole reason of why people love lore?
Yeah.
Like stories, right?
It's a difficult thing to do as well, right? Because you have to like really build out that story that people can really interact with. Whereas like if you just do one-off battle reports, you can make a mini story around it, and then you keep the consistency within the one episode versus consistency across multiple.
Moji out of the table.
I would be 100% down to do full Crusade.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it'd be interesting.
Would fully support you guys doing Crusade. Would be sick, yeah. Because you could also like, I don't know how you can do it, but I'd be interested to see how you could like integrate kill team games into Crusade ones too. Because all kill team really is just like a small spec ops.
Yeah.
I am not going to do the back of that one. Fuck that.
I don't think. Yeah, I use this one here. I think I'm going to take a break.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, you really do have to watch yourself because like you're leaning on your elbows and looking down all the time, right?
Yeah.
Just reminds me of all the patients who come in to see me. I have neck pain. I wonder why. What are you doing all day?
I think the major problem is GW's Crusade rules don't actually allow for story-based campaigns. They just assume you're running like a league or something. I see. So it is a little bit more. You have to actually like put some more thought into how you do it.
Interesting. I didn't even know GW had rules for narrative play.
Yep, it's in the codex.
I didn't read the codex. I'm not planning on it. I just look at it for the pictures.
Unless they added something in the supplements, but those are usually themed to a specific conflict. Yeah, pretty typically, yeah. I think they are going to try to do something with that with the upcoming Into the Void, or what is it? Arcs of Omen. Any stuff you have to make custom rules for. Yeah. So Arcs of Omen is coming out, which is more narratively based.
Can we just do the custom rules? I mean, I think
we can make our own custom rules.
Let's play Kill Team. Let's see if I like it. Number 2.
Yep.
Do we want to play a 500,000 point match?
100%. I'd be down.
Yeah. And then number 3, I almost have enough models to do it. I mean, if you allow me to use my big knight, I have 2,000 points, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, we can do that anyway.
Okay, cool. Because I really want to use my knight. I don't care if it doesn't make my army strong. It looks cool.
Oh, 100%.
Also, my knight is really hard to
The only
kill.
thing you lose is just some of the knight rules, which, who cares?
What are the knight rules?
I don't think you can use stratagems for the knights. That would be in their codex, for example. But
yeah, I have no idea what that is.
I don't think you care.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Any story stuff you had to... Oh, yeah, never mind.
I'm quite liking the purple on my girls. So how do I do the blue, Nick? Highlight the blue on the...
just
grid?
take one of the makeup brushes, and just take some of the blue, and then just... so...
Do I have to do another layer, though, on here? I haven't done 2 layers yet.
You might want to.
Yeah.
But you basically just dab it on there. You go until it's just... I have a paintbrush in my mouth.
Yeah, that was smart.
You dabble it in there, and then you just go across the paper towel for a little bit until it's just barely coming off. And then you would just go lightly and dust it across to all the parts. That's how you would do that. Ooh. Yeah, these are coming out a lot better now.
Yeah, no, they start to come like... When I started the cloaks, I was complaining about it because I wasn't seeing the vision, you know? I don't know. I'm also picking a color scheme that's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But I do quite like the red. I know we were going to go pink, but the red is just very... I kind of want to paint my tank all red with black highlight.
So that's where I was going to just airbrush it, because that'll make it a lot easier for you to...
I'm deciding still if I want it black or... Yeah. Got one gun to work on Paragon number 2, but managed to unstick the cables for the other 2 before resealing the arm. This sounds like it's a lot of work. Hopefully in 5 to 10 minutes after it's set again, I'll be on to the 3rd. Robert's not making it sound easy. I don't know if I want to...
You're discouraging her.
Oh man, we're gonna we'll probably do one of our next live streams. We'll probably do like while we're painting. He'll probably teach me how to magnetize something. That'll be fun. You can watch us reverse the polarities in real time and bitch about it.
My problem was just because I was trying to put it into little tiny slots.
Yeah.
In resin with super glue.
Yeah.
When it comes to like using the plastic glue, it's a little bit easier, I've found.
For sure. The dog is looking at me like with intent eyes.
He might want out.
I think he needs to poop. All right, I'm gonna go take him out while you guys chat.
Yeah.
And I will be back.
I'm just gonna finish up this one, and then I think we'll switch over to maybe the episode.
Yes, Moji, come.
Ooh. And I can hear her talking about the snow. No, shit, I touched the black. What got me into Warhammer? Honestly, it was December 2020. I mean, I've always been on the periphery of Warhammer. It's one of those things I've looked at, I was intrigued at. I knew a lot of people that chatted with me and like went over the story and everything, but it was never something I actually got myself into for the longest time. I've always been more of a, like, I watched Star Trek going up a lot. Deep Space Nine was my favorite Star Trek show. Stargate, all these other shows, but I just never got into Warhammer. And then Sonam just needed something to do during the pandemic that was, you know, something a little bit to keep her mind off things. And I figured she literally has like a wall of miniature things that she's like collected over the years. So I was like, oh, and why don't we try and do, you know, some Warhammer stuff? I had a buddy of mine that was, you know, he was telling me quite a bit about it. He has some Iron Warriors, some Blood Angels. And I was like, yeah, well, why don't we try this? So she got a box of Space Marines. We got some paints. I ended up painting the Space Marines, and that's where I started kind of looking into it. And it happened to be at the same time that Adeptus Ridiculous was starting. And just started getting more into. Yeah,
I'm back.
Adeptus Ridiculous started December 2020.
So they did so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I kind of got into it, and then I just started going further and further and further. Started reading the books. I read Infinite and the Divine, which holy crap is good, and all the Necron stuff, and yeah, it's just kind of gone from there. But like, you know, experience in years of going through all other sci-fi lore, like made it easy for me to get into the details of everything that is related to Warhammer.
And exactly what got me into it is exactly what you guys are seeing on the channel.
Miniature. That's what I said. Is like you just needed something to do, and we were talking about like Chris. He kept telling us about 40k.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Forge Ember. Learn a trick to keep the plus minus of the magnets where you want them before you glue masking tape over an alien wrench, and then put a magnet on either end. One end positive, one end negative. Or the tape lets them slide.
Okay. I see.
Wish I knew what that meant, but I feel like you understand that.
Yeah. You put the tape on there so that way like it doesn't directly stick on there, and
it's
you're
an
putting
Allen wrench. Holy shit! I'm so bad at words right now.
You said alien wrench, didn't you?
We went to a restaurant, and I'm like, and you know what? I'm looking on Google Maps. It's like alumni, and I'm like, it's an alumni restaurant. And then Nick looks at my phone. He's like, it's alumni.
No,
you dumbass.
No, we were literally going up to the restaurant. I saw the sign for it. Man. It's like that is alumni, not alumni.
Oh man, I
thought she was trying to say the British version of aluminum.
No, but I words really bad sometimes, and it's just not great. You know,
just little bits of aphasia.
Yeah, it's okay. That's what I got.
So
that's the brown I have to use for all the. I kind of want to make sure that we go over it with a bit of a darker contrast. Or
yeah, absolutely.
You know,
that is.
Let me see. Yeah, no, they came up quite nice. Now, what are you going to do with the face mask? Because the face mask is a little bit of an arch, eh?
Yeah, so that would be metallic.
Take a look right there, yeah.
So there's a lot of metallic that'll need to get done.
Okay, so is that... What is this? What's all this?
What? It's just highlights, and I'll go back with some black to kind of...
Huh.
It's just to give it some definition.
I was going to say, it doesn't look that great right now, but I guess you're going to fix it, or?
Yes, I am going to fix it. It's also at a distance you can kind of see, because it's creating volume, right?
I don't know.
I had to, you know, there's a curve of a butt there, and I'm trying to make sure that, like...
You can see the butt cheek?
You can see the butt cheek. That one's done. How about this one? Did I get all this? Do I need another? Yeah, I'll just do a little bit more.
I mean, we got pretty productive.
Yeah.
How long have we been on with everybody? About almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
It is snowing a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
I had to wipe Moji's paws off.
Aww.
Yeah, he's actually really good about it now. He just sits there and he gives me one paw, gives me another paw, gives me another paw.
He's glaring at me.
Is he? Yeah, he's upset.
Yeah.
I think he had to take a shit because he ran out the door.
You're gonna go see Dodger today, buddy.
Yeah. We're taking him to see. Well, if the snow doesn't snow us in, we're gonna go see one of my best friends, and she's got a 100-pound golden doodle, and our little cockapoo is all of like 20 pounds. We were told by the vet he's a little bit fat, so we're trying to get him to lose some weight. But he's 20 pounds, so he's little. It's like a little dude, like yay big, and his best friend is like a 90-pound doodle. It's really cute.
Let's see.
Your phone's still alive?
My phone's still alive.
So do you think we should wrap up and get to our episode?
I think so. I started because of working away from home. Thought something creative after work was better than grabbing a few beers, especially since I've gotten old and run out of drinking buddies. Yeah, that's a good point. because it's just something that you can do that's creative, it's fun, and that's
It's actually great. Like, scientifically, having a creative outlet and doing something outside of kind of your route, whatever type of job you have. Like, most of them aren't creative at baseline.
Yeah.
It just kind of helps you, like, it gets you into a flow state. There's a lot of research on, like, sitting in flow states, getting to do something that's, not drinking, for example, but whether it's keeping yourself active versus doing a lot of creative stuff. It's quite nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Nick has been using it for, too. He no longer drinks as much as well.
Yeah, I just moved away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually... I'm really happy with how they turned out. Hey, already, that's just pretty good just for...
Yeah, what are you going to do with the blades?
Oh, metallic.
Yeah.
It'll be lead belcher, and then the little, like, special bits, like the extra fleur leaves and everything will be, and the skulls will be just some gold.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Thanks. Well, I think we should sign off, and then we should record our episode for the week.
We will record. So thanks, guys, for joining us for the time that you've been here.
It was a lot of fun. Let people know if they want to hang out with us and paint. We're probably going to do this on Sundays, and we have figured out a way now to tell you guys the time. It says upcoming, so if you stay up to date and you see our channel, it'll say upcoming live stream. I think we've kind of figured out our shit enough to do that.
Yeah, we've figured out enough for that. Hopefully we get the community tab, so that way we can also use that. It'll come over time.
Yeah.
All right.
Until next week.
Until next week. Cheers, guys.
Peace.
Bye.